Alright, got another little tower here. And I'm hoping I can maybe show some explanations and examples at the same time, maybe get some help from somebody else. But I was trying to build a tower, like roughly this size, preferably smaller, but one that I can run off 12 volts and get like really good output like my big tower. Maybe not the same, but at least be able to like get good plasma and all that good stuff. And this circuit right here, I tried to build as best as I could, considering what I knew, but what I was lacking was the really thin wire. So I ended up using this gauge right here, which I'm not really sure what it is, but it came from a solenoid off of this spool right here. It's pretty thin, but I was able to get about 300 turns or so, maybe more than that. And I tried a whole bunch of different coils, whole bunch of different everything for my primary, if you want to call it that, and this ended up working the best. This gauge right here I had laying around, I tried a whole bunch of stuff, and also 2 turns happened to work out the best. And I noticed that kind of like this little area that I'm sitting it at, it wanted to work the best. But I got it hooked up to this battery right here. You can see it's not spectacular. When I cut it on, the plasma doesn't want to come out. Well, I guess sometimes it does. Right there, it kind of came out on its own, and the output is pretty good, and it gets like good distance. If I get too close, it goes out. There's one little spot right here, or some type of way I'm loading it, and it wants to fall out of a good operating point. Let me see. But it does work pretty good, gets pretty good output. But the thing is, it's at the cost of like 300 milliamps at least. Just from experience, being able to feel how hot the transistor gets and how long it takes and all that, I'm gonna guess that this is drawing around 350, closer to 400 milliamps, and the transistor will get really hot after a while. But I know people are doing it for much less, so I'm basically trying to figure out how I can do that. And the other thing that I thought was kind of interesting is I'm using a 2N3055, and that actually worked the best. I've tried a whole bunch of different kind of transistors, except for the MPSA06, which everybody says works good. But I tried even the other small MPNs, and that actually worked the best. A brand new 3055. So that was kind of strange. I knew that would work pretty good, but I didn't think it would work better than the rest of them. But that's kind of the point I'm at. Getting the decent output. Another thing is, I saw a cool video by Slider, and he actually turned his tower into a plasma speaker, and that's what I would like to do. But I'm thinking maybe this transistor is not suitable for that, because for one, it's pretty amazing that he can do that without any modulating chips, but he's able to just hook a lead to his base and the ground of the sound input, to the circuit ground, and he actually gets music from that arc. But I couldn't get that to work. Maybe it's the transistor. But at any rate, it's decent. It's a decent output, for the size and all that. But like I said, it just draws way too much. I wouldn't feel comfortable leaving this on for like an hour, probably just because the transistor will actually might start melting this plastic stuff. I don't know, but I would really like to get this like similar output like this, maybe a little better, but from a much less draw, and I've been unable to do that so far. I'm also thinking that it has to be thinner wire. This tower right here works really good, and I think I'm going to convert that to run on 12 volts, but it's got that really thin gauge wire. everything's pretty much the same. The pancake is different, you know. That's only 2 turns, and this gets good plasma off of 9 volts. But I'm thinking, you know, if it was actually running off 12, it would be so much better. But this right here, like I said, is decent. If I could just figure out how to reduce the draw a little bit, you know, that would actually help out. As far as light, you know, it's decent. But if I was going to use a 12-volt tower like this, I would much rather use the larger one. So, I don't know. Any tips or ideas about how I can do that, I appreciate it.